So in this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about DRA levels and certain things that we're looking for when students are reading, not just when we're testing their reading, but overall. So DRA stands for Developmental Reading Assessment, and it's basically just a tool that we use to test your child's reading level. And there's certain things that your kids can do to pass, and there's certain things that they can do to fail. And I really don't want anyone to teach to the next level, like you have to do this and then you can pass on to the next level. That's not going to benefit anyone, but we want to, instill certain techniques that kids will use naturally when they're reading, and then eventually that will help their reading get better, and then they are able to pass on to the next level. So the one thing that is so important that we're looking for when we're testing your child's reading is their ability to self-correct. What that means is if they make a mistake, they have to fix it. And students, or anyone for that matter, can make a mistake when they're reading if they read the wrong word in three ways. It visually doesn't look right, it doesn't sound right, or it doesn't make any sense in the sentence. So if somebody, I'm just going to say child because that's what we're talking about. If a child makes a mistake when they're reading and they don't notice it and they don't fix it, they cannot pass on to the next level. So if on this book, for example, they say, "My friend will swing with me," and they don't notice that they said friend instead of frog, that means the book is too hard for them and that they're not able to notice by looking at all the letters in the word that that word does not say frog, that word does not say friend. So if they're not noticing that they're saying the wrong word and they're not correcting it, then they are not able to go on to the next level. No matter if they get every other single word right, they can't pass. So we're really looking for students to be self-correcting. That's something we teach during our literacy lessons, so we really want to kind of continue that at home as well. Other things that we're kind of looking for is that they're pointing, especially from like level A to 2, that they're pointing underneath the right word. So this is a level 3 book, and if they skip a word, if they say, "My frog will swing," and they don't say these two words, that's a mistake. They're not noticing that there's text there. That's called an omission, which means they're missing words. So that's something that can happen, that they can't pass on to the next level. If they insert a word, "My frog will like to swing with me," they're inserting words that aren't there. That's another mistake that they can make, and therefore they cannot pass on to the next level because it's showing that they're not able to finger track and put their finger underneath each word, and they're adding words that aren't there, which doesn't make any sense. So I think that's about it. Those are the main kind of mistakes that students make when they're reading. Is not pointing correctly to the words, adding words that aren't there, not saying words, saying the wrong word instead. And there's another one I'm trying to think. Oh, if a child does make a mistake but they fix it, then we don't count that as an error. They're using those self-correcting skills, which is really important. Once we get to kind of the higher levels, like a level 4, that's when we start testing students on their retell, which means no longer are we just reading the words in the book and making sure that we're reading those words right, but now we're actually starting to understand what the story is about. So I'm going to make another video on that later, but I just kind of wanted to inform you of certain things that we look for when we're testing your child's reading. So not that you should teach to those skills so that you can help your child pass to the next level, but when you are reading with them, you want to encourage them to be, finger pointing crisply, fixing any mistakes that they make, and that sort of thing.